Hello friends, this is Sam Cheney reporting for WeaponizedNews.com. Today's February 4th, 2017. And the radical left-wing communist socialists in this country are going insane. The progressive, quote, progressive liberals, whatever they call themselves, I call them communist socialists because that's what they are. They're going insane this last week over Milo. They have violent arsonist riots at UC Berkeley in California. They had riotous, quote, protest acts in New York City, at NYU, New York University, over Gavin McInnes, conservative comedian and media pundit. And they're out there protesting everything Donald Trump does when he's trying to make America great again. The latest from these communist socialists is pushback against Trump's travel ban. They said all week that it was a Muslim ban, quote, Muslim ban. It's not a Muslim ban, it's a travel ban. And a new administration is coming in. Okay, we had 8 years of the communist socialist Obama administration. Trump is reorganizing all these federal departments, Department of Homeland Security, the State Department, etc., etc., etc. All of these departments under the executive branch of the federal government need to be reassessed after coming out from the Obama administration for 8 years. That's why this travel ban is so very important. Hey, let's put a pause. It was what? 2 month to 3 month, depending on the country, pause on travel from countries where known terrorists are trained. And let's get this straight. We were lied to by our government about 9/11. I'm against the war on terror. But Bush and Obama perpetuated the war on terror. Trump's trying to end the war on terror. Some of these steps are necessary. We just saw the attack in France on the Louvre by another radical Islamic terrorist, jihadist. Do we want that same thing to happen here? I'm not going to go through the whole list of attacks by terrorists who happen to be Muslim. The latest, communist socialists are pushing back against Trump. Top of Drudge report, immigration orders by Trump unravel. Trump slams decision. Vows fight. Judge used broad power. Court showdown. Airlines resume flights. Homeland not flagging. State Department reverses visa ban. Bush judge blocks Trump travel ban. Middle East citizens rush in. Let's get to the headlines and break it down a little bit further. Seattle judge used broad power to halt executive order. Federal judges don't often issue nationwide orders, but they have the power to do so. Judges' blocking of travel ban sets stage for epic court battle. Airlines resume flying passengers blocked under travel ban to U.S. after federal judge suspends Trump order. Passengers with valid travel documents are permitted to fly. Department of Homeland Security suspends flagging travelers under executive order. State Department reverses visa revocations, allows banned travelers to enter U.S. Bush appointed judge halts Trump travel ban nationwide. Trump fumes, vows to act after judge lifts travel ban. And here's a boil down about all this that's been going on. The protest and I think un-American behavior by the communist socialist, quote, progressive liberals, loving liberals in this country. Let's get to it. Out of the Daily Mail. A terrible decision. Trump continues to rail against so-called judge's move to halt his immigration ban and warns that many very bad and dangerous people may be pouring into our country. Donald Trump slammed judge's decision Saturday to halt his immigration order. Here's the details now. Judge James Robart temporarily blocked Trump's immigration ban nationwide. Several major airlines say citizens can board U.S.-bound flights on Saturday. Qatar, Air France, Etihad, and Emirates among those allowing people to board. The Washington state judge's ruling was made effective immediately Friday. Customs and Border Protection told major U.S. airlines that it is revisiting visas. Homeland Security said it was suspending any action from executive order. The White House said it intends to file an emergency stay against the outrageous order at the earliest possible time. Judge Robert was appointed by, again, George W. Bush and made headlines for saying Black Lives Matter during a police brutality trial. George W. Bush, fake Republican, started the war on terror, and once again, we were lied to about 9/11. That's all I'm going to say about that. Continuing here, Trump slammed the judge. It was a terrible decision. Continuing here, here's that judge, an appointee by George W. Bush. Let's go through some of the Trump tweets about this. Because the ban was lifted by a judge, many very bad and dangerous people may be pouring into our country. A terrible decision. When a country is no longer able to say who can and who cannot come in and out, especially for reasons of safety and security, big trouble. Interesting that certain Middle Eastern countries agree with the ban. They know if certain people are allowed in, it's death and destruction. The opinion of this so-called judge, which essentially takes law enforcement away from our country, is ridiculous and will be overturned. And reviewing once again, the ban was from Iran, Iraq, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, Syria, and Yemen. Continuing here. Said Black Lives Matter, this judge. So he's obviously a communist socialist, subversive force to our country. Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. Continuing here, this guy's a real piece of shit. Again, George W. Bush and Barack Obama perpetuated the war on terror by going to these countries, stirring it up, overthrowing their governments, and drone bombing people and sending in troops. Trump is trying to end it, okay? Oh yeah, there's a war on terror going on. I don't approve of it. It needs to end. We need to take the proper steps to end it. Trump's trying to do that. Wake up, people. How one federal judge's ruling can halt an executive order.